Wait.
Okay.
So we're doing this?
So we're recording.
We're doing it. Okay. So this has actually been something I've been wanting to talk about for a hot minute.
Okay, I'm listening.
So how do you feel, honestly, about that, just, that whole thing with Chris Rock and Will Smith? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What? So
yeah, I definitely
you watch it live?
No, I didn't watch it live, but I saw it, super close. I saw the Australian, edited version, because I guess they tried to filter that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the Chinese, straight cut.
I watched the Ukrainian version. It's nuts, bro.
Was it live?
It was, bomb.
Was it good? It was what? It was bomb. It was bomb.
It was bomb.
The whole thing. The footage.
It was super bomb.
It was bomb footage. But it's really good.
We're going to hell now. Fuck. First take.
Take that off the joke book.
Within 12 seconds, we got canceled.
Take that off the joke book.
We're how'd the first podcast go? Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
We got.
See, I'm actually gonna be so excited to be in this setting though, just doing this setting to where we're just talking about stuff. When we were talking last night over there, I was thinking, oh my god, this would be so perfect, if we were just recording right now.
Yeah.
There's so many funny riffs.
Most of the time, we should just have oh, you know what? I've been getting ADT, and I'm getting cameras put all around the house. So when we're talking shit outside, I could just take that footage, put it on the podcast.
Record it. It's just dubbed over.
So it's gonna be our normal intro.
I'm surprised you didn't drink no coffee or nothing.
It'll be our normal intro, and then it'll just cut to ADT footage.
By the way, very proud of us getting up at 6 something. That's a little unheard of for
6:58.
Yeah, on the dot though, waking right up.
Yeah.
We joked about it, but this is good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, fantastic.
So, speaking of good, last night.
Oh boy.
I love that hot tub, by the way. I feel like a fresh baby seal. He's very new. A new seal.
I'm gonna fuck around and just take that one day. It's a fucking inflatable.
It's
an inflatable.
You see her car coming.
Dude, when she told me, "Oh, I have a hot tub. You want to come over?" I was like, "Oh, that's dope." Yeah. I get over there, and it's enough. It's a big bathtub to fit 2. And I'm like, "You want me to fit in there with you 2?
You can fit 4.
And Ashley?
You can fit 4.
You can't fit 4 in there.
So yeah, you can. You literally, once you're sitting down, it's deeper than you think. It's real deep. Oh, it's bigger than you think. You think it's small, but
I guarantee.
I guarantee it. You're gonna have a good time.
You're gonna sit in that tub. I guarantee.
Is size an issue for you?
I'm pretty sure. Sharks, I'm out.
Sharks, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out. Has sharks, I'm out.
We're bumping knees. No, I'm out.
You're like, this isn't what I was wanting.
I envisioned my life not here.
So are you excited for your deep sea segment?
Dude. Yeah.
Look at the seriousness of your face.
So, let's talk about the 5% of the ocean floor that we have fucking mapped out.
These are talking points. When you said that, I felt so happy that you were genuinely pumped about sea life.
Dude, so
you were like, we need a deep sea segment. I was like, what?
So when I told Ashley, I was like, yeah, so Michael was talking about what points, some talking points we were gonna have. I told him I only have really 3 main talking points. I have sports, I have space, and I have deep sea. And she was, so she, obviously my wife fucking lives with me. She knows that I'm passionate about deep sea. We'll be,
I could see the eyes,
dude, we'll be on YouTube, and we'll just be watching, nothing related to deep sea. And she'll see, oh shit, this is up. Okay, it's about to be a deep sea night.
It's gonna be a deep sea night. She's staying up till 12.
Yeah.
Getting
and so when I told her, when I told her that I told you about the deep sea, she was like, oh yeah. I was like, and he didn't really reciprocate. Or understand, like, my...
He did not reciprocate.
He did not write it down at first. And I was like... He was like, deep sea? Really?
It's like someone sharing.
She was like, he didn't know your love for deep sea. I'm like, I don't even think he knows me.
I don't even think this guy knows me.
I'm not even doing the podcast with him now.
Let's talk about talking points. Deep sea. I'm like, we'll mull around that. We'll mull around that.
Wait, pause.
Sorry. So we had the Will Smith thing.
Yeah.
First of all, who's in the wrong? Will Smith or Chris Rock? Who's in the wrong?
I honestly kind of think it was staged, man. Will Smith was laughing. Will Smith was laughing after he smacked Chris Rock. They were both smiling.
Yeah, but you saw the cry.
But think about it.
You saw the cry.
Oscars, ain't nobody talked about the Oscars like this.
You saw that. He was crying when he said it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like
he's also been through a lot of shit the last year.
It looked like he had a really nervous laugh, very normal nervous laugh, and then he looks over at his wife and she's doing that look.
I think like, any man in that instant would do that.
Do the same thing. Yeah. It's
if you're like ha, and you look over and your wife's just like. Just
you turn like this.
That's a true feeling. Like if you don't understand, like somebody else, like your wife of all people, just being like immediately.
We ain't Jason.
But then there is the footage of like Jada laughing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So after Will Smith smacks Chris Rock,
she laughed.
So there's somebody that has a camera footage of when Chris Rock says, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. You can't see her face, but it looks like she like starts laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like it was staged?
I feel like it was staged.
You feel like it was staged. Well, see, here's the way I feel about it. They don't do live TV much anymore. It's like a 5-second delay. So if it was really that big of a deal, they would have cut it. They didn't cut it. It was still there. They kept it. So yeah, I feel in that sense it was staged.
And nobody.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about that either.
When's the last time the Oscars have been talked about the day after?
It's been
much less a week after.
It's been since Maryland.
It's been like the 4 score.
It's been 4 score.
Okay. So I'm thinking. They did
you see Danny McRae?
The weakest. Okay, you telling me? After that, they just excuse me, sir. Would you like to leave? Will Smith's like, no. Oh, okay.
You see Jim Carrey's bit about it?
I did see.
He was upset.
A comment from Jim Carrey.
100 million, something like that. He was like, "Me slap me, 100 million." And in my mind, I'm like, "Is that the normal quote for slapping?"
Did you see that next year's host going to be Mike Tyson? Try to slap him.
So first of all, your mom's try to slap Mike. Hey Jada, he's just like. He's looking at Jada like, Will's like.
Will Smith stands up. Couple of guys. Just like, takes off.
That's how Fresh Prince starts. It's just he's spinning like
Mike Tyson just spinning the shit out of Will Smith.
My defense is intangible. I love that guy. First of all, let's say Mike Tyson is a
national treasure.
He's a national treasure. I don't think there's anybody I adore more than Mike Tyson. I saw this footage of him throwing. He's blindfolded, and he threw these darts at this thing, and he hit 4 out of the 5 straight up blindfolded, bullseyes.
What?
Bullseyes. You got to watch it. It's the craziest thing, because he throws the dart, and they're like, "Oh, almost," and he's like, "I got it now," and then he throws it. Bullseye, 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 blindfolded. And then he takes the blindfold off, and you're like, and they're like, "Oh my God." And he's like, "That's what I do. I'm a legend." And I'm like, he's a legend.
Did you see his,
Bruce Lee, Kim Jong-un. And wait, did you see the story of that guy?
No.
Oh, you gotta go check it out. Apparently, it's one of my favorite segments that we should definitely bring up, but apparently Kim Jong-un, he's invented everything.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
They were talking about it. They're talking about, like, back in 2007, he invented, what was it?
Fucking burrito.
The burrito.
Dude,
Koreans are like, this is nice. I like it.
I've never been more upset.
That's where the divide is. South and North is over the burrito.
So this motherfucker invented the burrito when I was eating burritos back in like 19.
Thank you, Kim Jong.
So you mean I was eating burritos back in the 60s?
So who's lying, you or Kim? Let's be real.
Okay.
World leader.
I remember being a nom and having burritos. Okay.
No. What are you doing? You're like, take cover, take cover.
Nope.
You just got bacon and rice. That's not, you got any salsa?
This Chipotle way?
Chipotle way. South Park. Oh, God.
Good grief.
Have you seen the new South Park?
I have not.
Oh, God, you got to see the COVID one. It's like Alexa. Alexa becomes like your wife. So like you watch the whole beginning like they're married and you think they're married. And he's like, shut the hell up, Alexa. And then she's like, fine. And then she just turns off and you're like, what? So yeah, it's hilarious. You gotta see it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. What is that on?
South Park?
Yeah.
See, they actually...
Where you stream South Park?
They're on Spotify. They, too, went with Joe. It was a consensus. It was Tim Dillon, Ari, Kim Jong.
Makes sense.
Everybody made that transition.
Makes sense.
And so there's so many fun things. So there's that. There's the Don't Say Gay bill. You know, it's a very, I can see why it's an issue, you know.
Don't Say Gay bill?
Yeah, well, so they just, they had a vote, basically.
Pop's gonna be pissed.
Oh, he's gonna be real pissed. But basically, it took the power away to where at kindergarten through 3rd grade, they weren't allowed to talk to you about sex and transgenderness and all that. So they couldn't, get you to conform to what they wanted to. So they threw a fit about it. And Disney was like, oh no, this is bullshit. Can't say gay. And so that's what they call it, the Don't Say Gay bill. But it's actually literally about not brainwashing kids about, trying to tell a kid, you're not a man, you're not a woman, you're just a thing. And, so it's a mixed thing. I feel like anybody's entitled to feel how they want to feel. But I don't think that I should be able to force my right on someone else's kid. So.
Yeah, no, that's crazy that you mentioned that. My mom, when I took my mom out for dinner, what was it?
What a nice son.
It's the second.
Who's a good boy.
You ain't taking me out to dinner.
Just take me out dinner in
20 years. Not never.
Not never.
Whoever's listening to this, do better.
Help me. The last hour is you holding the phone running like fucking.
Anyways. So for the dinner with my mom, my mom's like, she's telling me about like how teachers.
Yeah.
She's like, you better homeschool or private school your child.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad
because they're pushing like.
I used to joke.
Even at a young age, super young age, they're pushing these ideals on your kids. And I'm like, well, I mean, fuck, I had no idea. Don't even know if it's true. But it sounds like if they're coming up with fucking laws to prevent it, it has to be pretty.
That's how serious it was. They were right there. Yeah. To where, like, they almost passed it. Like, it almost passed. Where kindergarten through 3rd grade, they would be teaching your kids curriculum about, you're not a girl, you're a human. And, which I'm not upset or opposed. I just don't like a set rhetoric of the way, because everybody disagrees on that, and I think that's up to the parents. I
definitely think it's up to the parents. It's like kind of like sex ed for our generations. Like
Miss Shivels.
To me, it's like the parenting in that scenario. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like you don't want to deal with it, so you let somebody else handle it. Yeah.
I don't know where or how I feel about it because of the fact that I think obviously
parents should be able to talk, but I don't know, man.
It's tough.
Fucking kindergarten is it's
tough. It's tough.
Am I so out of touch that I'm like, why the fuck are we talking about this?
Right.
At this age?
Right.
But yeah, it's evolved. You know, yeah. Like kids are talking about this shit, whether you like to admit it or not.
So let's also, that kind of leads into the new thing with how you feel about Biden. You know, I mean, I was never really a big Trump guy, but...
if you think a Mexican on camera is
just gonna talk anything about Biden, all of a sudden you see a 20 slides.
Turn this off right now.
There's 20 just slides up on the table. You're like, Biden's good. It's
Biden's pretty bad.
Oh, dude, he's so terrible.
He's really bad.
So, you know, you get in the bath with the kids, and then they touch my legs, the hairs. They,
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? The thing, the God thing.
I've never seen more of a puppet in my life.
Oh, God. It's
such
like
a puppet.
It's like so.
Like he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just like.
In his mind, he's literally like, cattle's not.
Dude, even Obama was like, Joe. Like stop it.
No, I want to be clear.
And then we made the man president.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. That's wild. It's crazy.
You know the worst part is you know, say whatever you want about Biden. We both, I think, unanimously agree about that. But my grandmother loves him. Loves him. So happy to get Trump out of there. You could have literally threw a bag of shit and she'd have been like, well, it's not Trump. It's a bag of shit, but it's a nice bag. It's the same shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's awful.
I definitely, at one point, I think I was in that boat, and now I'm like, oh boy, what did I do?
What is this?
What did we do?
No!
It's gonna be 4 years. He's not getting reelected.
Oh God, could you imagine?
He might not even live long enough.
Do you think they'll run him again? Do you think they'll try for that? For conformity? Just be like, oh well, he's comfortable.
So it's kind of like the same idea with Trump. Like we kind of knew that Trump wasn't going to win just because like so many, it was like such a dividing thing, right? So it's like, well, who could they have put besides the
Condoleezza Rice? Anybody else? You could have put anybody.
The standing
president. A woman named Tina.
The standing president.
Yeah.
You can't.
The vice president. Kamala Harris? Oh my gosh.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, she's awful. So you haven't heard her take on Ukraine? I wish I could read it verbatim, but it goes like this. It's something like, so Ukraine is a country, and it's near Russia, and Russia went in Ukraine, and it's bigger than Ukraine, and that's not good, because that is how you conform, and like it's like that. Verbatimly bad.
I hear her public speaking skills are really bad.
I mean, it sounds just like a copy paste from like an Orwell novel, and that's why I told the TransUnion. It's like whoa! What are you? The robots are new to me. I don't have a Roomba. What do you do?
So you don't know shit with that saying. You don't know shit.
Kamala, when she looks at you, it's snuffleupagus. I just don't.
Hey, big bird.
Hey, big bird. You're shaking her head. You're like, hey, big bird.
She's over here just like, mind fucked.
She's like, he's interesting.
Big bird was bigger than small bird.
Big bird, see, is bigger than small bird. Cookie Monster.
This is bad.
This is bad because that's wrong. And I know wrong because I too been wrong. When you got the conviction.
Like you just said some shit. And your rebuttal.
And your rebuttal. Go ahead. Rebut. So okay, so we're pretty much in agreement there. We're both terrified. I feel like it's going to be pretty crazy.
It is nice not feeling like I'm gonna get deported though.
So
you know what I mean? Like,
I bet you feel good about that.
There's the only good thing about that.
I bet you feel good about that. You know, I've never looked at it that way, being so pasty.
The wall. The wall.
Can
we talk about the wall?
Young glue boy.
The wall was never built. It was promised.
Oh, it was there.
As a tax-paying Mexican, I wanted the fucking wall to never be built.
I want a 4-second
and it didn't.
I want a 4-second skit of you looking at like a rundown fence and being like,
Run down fence. Open the fucking curtain.
let's go outside. Look at your fence. And then just be like, what was that?
Hey, if we took my neighbor's walls down. Fuck that shit.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, so we hit the fun stuff.
He comes over here and asks me if I want to help pay for that fence.
So, let's, serious time. Let's bring our seers in. Put them on the iron. I'm thinking, I really want a serious question on this. Do you think we will end up getting into a war and like things will go crazy that way? Or do you think like we pretty much will stay fat and lifeless and like robots will become a thing?
I think you need to realize that we're a flyover state. Doesn't really matter about us.
Ukraine? You could fly right over.
You think they're going to be like, Putin's like,
I need more air control.
Oregon. We're going to take Oregon down.
Putin's over there like, fucking Oregon.
I hate ducks.
Corvallis.
Beavers.
Corvallis. Eugene.
We start with Oregon.
It starts with one thing.
So, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try.
Okay. Okay.
So you're trying to be serious.
Oh yeah. Robots first or war? Like, what are we going into? What do you think? Do we get fat, lifeless? We're all in virtual,
or one movie
we go wrong? We go backwards.
The one cartoon movie where they're all
Wall-E.
like super fat.
Wall-E.
Is it Wall-E?
Yeah, it's Wall-E, where they're all super fat and like
yeah.
super on bikes. I think they're all on Pelotons.
They're not even on Pelotons. They're like on the no exercise Peloton.
No tons.
You just sit
just
there.
pels.
just tons.
Just tons, no pels.
Um,
God, could you imagine how terrible the programming's going to be in 5 years?
I think
you have options.
You have options.
Oh God.
It's more likely that there's a nuclear war, in my opinion.
You're thinking more nukes. Yeah, that's kind of where
There's like enough nukes, I think, on the planet right now.
Oh yeah, there's
to kill the population 10 times over.
10 times over. Yeah, well over. And then the radiation alone. Oh, we got a baby.
Somebody take care of that.
Somebody
baby.
take care of this baby.
Oh, it's me. Oh, I gotta get.
I'm getting something in the speaker. Shut up. St. Pierce be a small child.
Do we have any video of me being a good dad? No.
Roll it.
Oh,
Let's roll it.
Interlude. Let's go. I'm out.
It's literally you throwing a football.
That's a 2-year-old.
You're walking away, and like a Jeep comes, and then you hop in the Jeep and go. Come on, man, it's summer. Bye, Venice.
I never lost my kids so fast. So if Ashley ever leaves me, she's gonna play this fucking tape right now.
Give me this. She plays this. She's looking at you like this.
God damn.
What is it?
You hear the baby crying in the background.
Did you hear the baby?
She was watching Coco Melon.
Okay. See, I hear Coco Melon.